So yeah, this past weekend, WWE is undergoing a major change. There's a major departure. It's Def Rebel. According to Pro Wrestling Nexus, they have reported that WWE is not looking to continue their relationship with Def Rebel going forward. Once the contract with them expires, it is said that WWE is scrapping them and will instead look towards using more mainstream artists in the future. Wow. I like that. 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 I like that for a lot of reasons. Def Rebel, absolute garbage. Def Rebel, 9 times out of 10, had a shitty theme song for a talent. 1 in every 10 tries ends up being a banger. So this is what I'm going to say. Def Rebel leaving WWE is best for business. 1000%. Def Rebel is, look. Def Rebel, I remember earlier in the year there was talks, by the way, that Def Rebel was going to, potentially be on their way out. We talked about that on the channel. Fightful Select had reported at one point that WWE was well aware of people not liking Def Rebel, which, by the way, let's just before we talk about the future of WWE music, let's just get one thing clear here, because this is probably the most important thing that you guys need to understand. Theme music for wrestlers is so damn important. I don't know, for like the last 5 years watching the Royal Rumble, it gets really annoying when you hear a random theme song and you think it might actually be a surprise, but you can't tell because the theme song that you're listening to is absolutely garbage and it doesn't have an identity. I'm sorry, but that made it very difficult to watch Royal Rumbles. The theme music in WWE is supposed to go hand in hand with somebody's character. It's supposed to go hand in hand. Like, it should be synchronized together. And for some reason, WWE theme music was not doing that. A guy would walk out, the music doesn't really match. The theme song wouldn't be that good. I mean, holy shit, dude. The theme music was atrocious. So as you can imagine, I'm excited that Def Rebel's not going to be there. I don't want to see Def Rebel make music for WWE stars. I don't. But this is what I will say. The interesting part of the report is that WWE is scrapping them and will instead look towards using more mainstream artists in the future. Yo, did you guys see, chat? Did you guys see the response to the fans for WWE using Meg the Stallion? Oh my God. People were saying on Twitter that Meg the Stallion's theme song for SmackDown, it's not wrestling music. So I don't know how to classify what wrestling music is, but I'm a hip hop guy. Like, I listen to hip hop and I listen to house music. I grew up on hip hop. I have a wide taste of hip hop. I used to produce hip hop, rock, country, dance. It doesn't matter what the genre is. Everything is acceptable for pro wrestling. It just depends how you do it. It depends who it's for. So WWE using mainstream music is actually the right call, because using mainstream music could potentially open up doors to a different audience. So for example, WWE using Meg the Stallion, some people don't like it. I don't like the song. I think the song is trash. But I think it is good for WWE to use Meg the Stallion. All it takes, by the way, is one Meg the Stallion fan who doesn't watch wrestling to be clicking through the channels, sees USA Network, and hears her song, and they're like, whoa, who is this? That's how I look at it. The thing with mainstream music the reason why this is such an interesting time period for WWE is if WWE does mainstream music and they have mainstream artists, it's going to be really interesting to see how WWE connects those songs to the wrestlers. That's how I look at it. Theme music is such a big, important part of the wrestler's identity. So use mainstream artists. But I don't want to hear none of this bullshit from people about what is considered wrestling music. I don't want to hear that shit. John Cena's theme song is not wrestling music. The Bloodlines music is not wrestling music. That's a cinematic experience. What is wrestling music? Somebody can't identify that to me. They just say metal. And that sounds like a lot of biasness because maybe you prefer metal. I don't think this means that Roman Reigns is going to be walking down to the ring with The Weeknd. I don't think Jay-Z is going to be performing a song for Cody Rhodes. I don't think that's how it's going to be. But I do think they're just going to open up their range of artists that they work with. In fact, I would go as far as predicting WWE truly launching a record label or a distribution label for WWE music. I can see that happening. WWE wants to be everywhere. I mean, they kind of already have it. Why not do something like that? Gather a group of artists. You know? I'll say this too. Listen to Daniel Garcia's music in AEW. That's not wrestling music, but it fits. That's why I say, what is wrestling music? Nobody could really tell me. Wrestling music is the music that fits for the wrestler. That's all that matters. I don't care who makes it. Honestly, if Def Rebel was good at making music, I would have been cool for that. But Def Rebel's just not good. A lot of songs had no identity. They had nothing to make them feel important. Mikey Ruckus in AEW, by the way, if you guys don't know who he is, check him out. He's the guy that does the theme songs in AEW. He always figures out a way to make a theme song for somebody that fits their identity. So that's all you need to know. Def Rebel's gone. Thank God. At the end of the year, I don't know who it's going to be that does it next. Maybe Jim Johnston. Maybe Lil Wayne. I don't know. But it's the right decision for sure.